Oops, hold on. Let's get the music going. There we go. Okay, so I've been doing some work in the library. Just trying to make it read a little bit better by adding some materials on here real quick. So, do that. Hope everybody had a wonderful New Year's. Here, and do the same to the side. Alright, so it should be all. Nope, one more. Okay, so the floor should all at least have some texture on there. Visually, just I think it helps. It's going to help separate stuff because testers and stuff will be running around in these. So just trying to get a little bit more. So things I want to work on today are I need to kind of figure out some more of these. Do I want bookshelves around these or not? I don't know if I'll make that decision today, but I might play around with it. So there and like that wall. Actually, I do want them on that wall. And then this room that I was just in and just lost. Where is it? Here it is. This room need to get working on. And then I want to kind of finalize the exterior portions of it. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm going to be working on. I think I want to put some windows in this room. Let's see where the center points. Oops. And then we will had another veg loop over here. And raise that up. Yeah, it's way further than I wanted it. Leave that edge there because I might do something around that. Point. Well, I already have most of the edges I need, so I'm just going to do it this way. Oops. Since this outer shell is actually a different mesh, I won't be welding these together. I'll just make sure. They're snapped. Hey, Gulo. How's it going? Alright. Let's see. This one. Oh, I do have more room to grow that upwards, actually. Let's see. Can I, though? Oh, yeah. That'll work. And obviously, you know, the materials and stuff on this are placeholder, and the design of these bookcases could very well be temporary as well. But just kind of moving them in here so that we have an idea of what the space will feel like. Hey, Echo the Wizard. Hey, how's it going? Hope you guys all had a nice New Year's. Good here, same to you. Awesome. Yeah, I had a pretty chill New Year's, and then New Year's Day I spent driving to pick my sons up from their mother's place. And then when we finally got back here, did the whole Christmas thing. So all like open presents and stuff like that. Yeah, they were excited. They were pretty excited. They enjoyed it. So I think we're going to center this. 2, 3. 4. So we'll do the same over here, and then we'll have to do it to the outside as well. Yeah, come on. Cool. So a couple other things I've done. I adjusted this, and I had fixed a couple of teleporter issues. So this one was overlapping over here, so I just kind of brought this out a little bit further. We went to fix this one and accidentally broke this one, so fixed that. And then I think I did this on stream where I adjusted this out and I moved the volumes, but I completely forgot to update where the players were going, so they were just being like teleported to here and falling. So I fixed that. And then I added in a bunch of railings and stuff to kind of make it again feel a little bit more, not finalized, but it definitely goes a long way to kind of make it feel a little bit more complete. And then added like picture frames up here, and then used a temporary icon that Zukin had sketched up a while ago. We haven't actually like finalized any of the logos or anything like that, so just made this real quick effect using that sketch. And then there's a secret doorway in here to the Enchanter Guild, which right now looks super bland, but it's just giving them a space for right now, while I'm working on their actual area over here. So eventually they're gonna have this crazy like MC Escher like illusion based area. So it'll be cool once it's done, if I can get it, if I can get everything to work the way I want to. But I'm not going to be working on that tonight. But yeah, so the idea will eventually be you'll run into here. Is it doing that again? I thought I saw a flicker. Anyways, you'll run into here, and this won't be here. But basically, the second you run into here, you're going to overlap a volume that'll port you into here, and it's gonna be set up in a way that like you'll just feel like you're about to run out here. I even want to try to get a camera set up, a camera and like a capture material. Hopefully it works. We'll see. But basically a camera here that would be screen spaced. So if you're like looking like this, it would look like you would basically be looking out into the zone up there. And then there'll be like a little bit of a spell barrier like effect. So you'll be like, why can't I go through here? I can see what's going on, and then you'll turn around and then you'll see that you're in this crazy like MC Escher illusion type thing. So you have stairs. I kind of want to do that waterfall painting. I want to do something like that where like from one angle it looks like that, but and if you see a player, you can see a player running through it, but if you go down there to go through it, you realize that it's just like crazy just geometry in all these different places. So that's the plan. It'll take a bit for me to wrap my mind around everything, but that's kind of what I'm going for. Let's see. Love it. Even the attempts in noble, or even the attempt is noble. I believe you can do it. Thank you. I'll roll an enchanter level 1 just to see it. Good vibes. Nice. Sounds awe-inspiring. Thanks, guys. Hopefully it'll be cool. I have a feeling it'll take a little bit of iterating on, but we'll see how it turns out. That's really the last class space that needs to be flushed out. Well, not, I guess I lied. The Spellbinder Spire still needs some more work. And all the places need some work here and there, but with even this little room, now all of the classes have like a space. You know, this one obviously needs to be more developed instead of Spellbinders. But it's coming along. All right, so I've kind of got the interior done for now. I don't think I'm going to put bookshelves here. I think maybe there'll be like a desk, or not desk, like tables or something like that over here and over here. And then I was working on these earlier, so we got these kind of or like half-story bookshelves, just to kind of have something a little bit more visually appealing on the lower levels. But yeah, let's kind of work out this a little bit more. Oh, I added these. I don't think these were here last stream either. So these were domes based off of, I don't know if these would be the finalized ones, but I wanted to play with the idea. I took these domes and kind of repurposed them, and then threw the trim sheet from the market entrance on there for now, and just changed the color. Texture and stuff, again, not what it would necessarily be, but I would imagine it'd be like some sort of trim type stuff. But anyways, you'll see it when I hop in here in a little bit. These rotate and slightly bob up and down, just to kind of add to that arcane feel. Eventually, maybe like a particle effect. I don't know, some starbursts or something like that, kind of going up and down. But that will be figured out later. Why is my phone going off? Nothing important. All right. So add in a couple of these edge loops. should just add this right. There we go. Okay, so those should be good. I'm gonna try doing the kind of stepped corner look and see how that looks with these domes above them. If that doesn't work, I'll try a couple of the other shape, like the other treatments we've been doing. I don't want that to be super high. You know what? I forgot to loop that, so good thing I thought of that sooner rather than later. My ears itching like crazy. It's driving me nuts. Alright, so we have that. I almost feel like I want to... Oops. Let's hit the right hotkey. And we'll do an extrude. Sorry, my extrude window's off the side there. You guys can't see it. Ooh, hold on, we got a hole. Constantly changing the geo up. There's all sorts of holes all over the place that I keep finding. And I kind of want to try. Which Pro Builder would choose? Which, like, keep it consistent. Which one is ring and which one is loop? Because it just decides to do whatever it wants. So it's looking good. Kind of want to put some windows, I think, in landings, just to give it a little bit more stuff going on. I think I want them to be outwards. So let's do that. That one obviously will not get one. This will, though. Hey, Zukin. How's it going? it goes. Munching on some chicken tenders and painting some armor. Nice. I had chicken tenders not too long ago myself. Oh, I'm dumb. I had them yesterday. I had some when I was driving the kids. Pro Builder, why can't you be consistent with your UVing tools? Every time I feel like I figured out the tricks, there's always something. Oops. I have a hole there. I have it down here too. Nope. Alright. Sorry, really jerky camera motions, I know, I apologize. Just try to make sure I know where everything is. Okay. So I'm going to delete that face and that face. Hold it a second. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oops. It's supposed to be higher. Aha! Okay, so that's why that was being weird before. I had a bend in the wall, and I just didn't see it. Which probably means the other ones have bends in it. We'll have to make that adjustment as we go around. Okay. So anybody up to anything fun tonight? Or just relaxing after long days of work and watching some game development? Oh, excuse me. Alright. We'll hop into the server in a minute, too. I want to take a look at some stuff. Actually, let's merge this now. I don't know why. Oop, oop. No, stop. I don't get why this version of Unity likes to do that. It's really annoying. Okay. So one there. Oh, that might be the only one we need, actually, because I'm on the top floor. And no, I'll have one down there too. Cause yeah, originally I thought about having another floor up. I just don't have enough room. I'd have to sacrifice the windows to be able to go up on the roof, and I'm not about that. I like my windows, so we shall keep them. AFK old guild leader is flipping out in blue Discord. I'll catch the VOD. Sounds fun. Good luck with that. Hey Chaz, how's it going? Okay, so I should probably some actual like edge loop cuts here, because I don't want this extrusion showing up inside. And it most definitely would if I didn't do that. Let's delete the faces. Otherwise, it'd be like running around the top of this part up here. %, loot driving people crazy. I can imagine that some people get a little overly aggressive. Although I will say, if they make another Mischief style TLP, I will probably play it, because the whole loot pinata thing just seems super fun, and the whatchamacallit was pretty fun. The open trade, like the FE server rules, was a lot of fun. Let's see what's up. Good, sore and tired. Got some tea and kicking back for the evening. Nice. Tea sounds amazing right now, actually. Although it would be a terrible time in the day to do it for me, but does sound good. I'm a little sore myself from sitting in a car all day yesterday. But other than that, I am doing well. Lucky for me, I forgot my... Well, I mean, it wasn't lucky that I forgot. I have, like a soft knee brace, that I got for skateboarding with my kids. But I use it when I'm driving, and I totally forgot it. And I was like, oh, God, my knee is going to kill me. But luckily it didn't. Could have been much worse. Let's see. Good sore. Hey, Shifty. How's it going? Oop, was that off? Yes, it was. Oh, that's why it was off. Man, that Geo got funky. Sagesyde funky too. Yeah, a bit. I think this side goes all the way over anymore. No, it doesn't. Okay, so let's do this. Let's bring this up, extrude that down, move that over, and then we'll collapse that. There we go. Much better. There we go. That's better. Okay. Now I can. Hold it. How on earth? Holy heck. Okay. Geo got really weird at one point. Let's take these parts off, so that's not going to do that. Although that one put a hole. That one did too. Or would have if I had deleted it like I was supposed to. There we go. Cool. Okay. So now I'm just going to give myself an edge right here. Am I going to get super, super fancy up here since, at least currently, there's no way to get up here. I think if I do add a way to get up here at some point, it will be via teleport pad. Challenge accepted. Go for it. I don't know. I don't remember if levitate is in the game again or not. We had it in. I think we took it out for a little bit. It was broken. And by broken, I mean it was like game-breakingly broken. Last time I tried it. It is still in? I don't know what level. I think we get... Isn't it higher levels? Like level 30, Zukin? That it... It has? Oh, I know you can cast it with GM powers. I don't know if it's like... available as a spell scroll. But I remember back when we were still in the Shaded Dunes version of Night Harbor. You could, like, get into areas of the zone you were definitely not meant to be in. Because there was no gravity on levitate. But I guarantee there's a whole bunch of areas you can get into right now that are not intended to be able to get into. Purely because I have not actually done a boundaries pass on making sure there were, like, you know, let's say like the tops of these mountains, you're not supposed to be able to get on top of those. I guarantee you there's places you can get on top of them and just like run along them. But eventually those will be fixed. Now let's see if this will actually let me do it this way. If not, I'll just remodel it. But sometimes this stuff is a pain in the ass. Yep. Find out. Delete. Awesome. Except this window is no longer needed because it is underground. Don't know if you can get it legit or not. Yeah, I honestly, I haven't looked at everybody's spell vendors to see. Yeah, I've tried to stay in my perceived inbounds while playing. Yeah, there's gonna be definitely a point in testing when, oh, excuse me, when Shaded Dunes is not Shaded Dunes, when Night Harbor is, and every zone is more finalized, where it'll be like, Everybody try to climb the mountains. See if there's any spots you guys can get through where you're not supposed to be. It is not that time for Night Harbor yet, anyways. Look forward to doing that when it's time. Awesome. There'll be plenty of time to break everything. Okay, so for these ones, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to duplicate these. Move these over here. I'm going to hope that Pro Builder is going to be friendly. Oh my gosh. Is it actually going to do it? Nice. No random missing faces. Sweet. Okay, so this will make my life a heck of a lot easier than rebuilding this whole bottom structure again. So I'm just going to move these over here. Like so. And I will...
I missed something.
Ah!
Can you say it again?
Apparently, like so was too close to Alexa. Okay, so get that one fixed. One fixed, and then I'll leave them like that for now, but if there's any weird lighting issues with them, I'll have to collapse them down. Alexa, turn on the floor lamp. I muted her, so she won't be doing any of that for a while. Okay. Let's take a look in game. Shall we? Save. Zone. Watched some reality show a while ago that had someone, what's going on? Someone with her name, and it fired up the robot, the whole time. I've seen it where, like, people will be, even just, like, on shows, will be talking about it, and they'll make the, it'll fire up and start doing crap. My sister has, I forget what type of birds she has, but, they, are able to talk and, like, repeat stuff, and one of them, there's apparently a poopy song, on Amazon Music. Oh, what am I doing? Oh my god, my brain just, like, complete brain fart there. Zone Night Harbor. There we go. But anyways, my mom would walk by the bird and say poopy, and it made the bird eventually say poopy. And then they basically started playing this poopy song to the bird, and it's like the bird's favorite song, so she will ask Alexa to play the song. And I guess sometimes it works, and sometimes Alexa just, like any human speaking, has no idea what it's supposed to do and does random things. So apparently it's supposed to be pretty entertaining. I use Google Assistant, so I don't run into that issue much. The difference between playing in the Unity editor and the client is fairly big. Like those little stutters, when flying around, I don't get in the client. All right, actually, let me turn this down. Okay, that's better. Before, like, there was an issue where the volume was just too close to here, so like it was really easy to accidentally fall into it, but I moved it, so now it's not as bad. Yeah, it's still an issue. So these are supposed to not. I think I covered this on my last stream. It's not updating the rotation. It's not setting the rotation to what's the database has it set to. It's just using whatever direction your camera's facing, which is not ideal. So that is something we need to fix. Very nice. It's coming along. Well, thank you. Let's go take a look at it from the Wizard's Tower. Yeah, I put them, I made them into prefabs, because originally it was just static meshes, but I was like, oh, well, if we want to add, like, little shimmers or something, or, like, a, you know, like a light mesh or sounds, it's going to be a pain in the ass to have to update it to each one, so, they are prefabs, so if we want to add anything like that, it's pretty easy to do. I finally got these things moving earlier today. I don't know why, but the controller wasn't. I just had to delete the controller and put a new controller on. So, kind of makes them look a little bit more magical. I think I want to do something like that. Potentially over here as well on this one, or maybe like crystals or something rotating around this one. Haven't figured out exactly what I want to do yet. But we'll port back down. Which is funny because all this Geo I think I made just as the game was being built for the testing, so you could go up, but you weren't able to come back down in the test server for the first week. Wait, let me make sure I got these right. Cool. Just doing a test earlier, and these were not. Oh, I'm gonna have to test that one again. These were not making it. You're basically, they were porting you to right here, and if you didn't have fly, it was basically just making you fall, which was hilarious, but not intended. Okay, let's try this one more time. That is not where I want you to land. I thought I updated this. Let's take a look. Oh, you know what helps? If you actually let the database, like I had it input correctly and I didn't let the database update. So let's try this again. There we go. This side's got a window. Not that you can see much out of it, but... Okay, that... It's going to have to be something I'm meant to fix, too. Because you can't get around that without it going off. I'll probably push this back further. Maybe get rid of this little nook that I was planning on putting a bookshelf. And just push this in so that this is passable. Because that is not what I wanted to do. But... the enchanters now have a temporary home. So right now it's just marked by a icon that Zukin had sketched up as a temporary thing a while ago. We haven't touched them in forever, so that'll more than likely change or be updated, but you know, so essentially these would all have like paintings. Even this one will probably have a painting, and then it'll have like that, you know, glowing emblem or something along those lines, and that will be the queue that you can go here. And I'll give you guys a sneak peek on what I'm trying to do. So it's over here right now, off in an area that's not being used. Let me put my magical speed necklace back on. So essentially, what's going to happen is you'll walk through here, right? And like right when you overlap this space will probably just have like black material, like a matte black material on it. And as you walk through, it'll instantly port you over to wherever this ends up. This might not be its final resting place, but it'll port you to like right here. And as you can see with the camera set up, it looks like you're standing right here. I want to set up a camera. I've done this in Unreal. I haven't done it in Unity. I know it's possible in Unity, but I have to actually like see if this is feasible for what we're doing. But anyways, my idea is to have a camera set up that's capturing the scene, and is putting it into a material so I can have like a portal like effect. I think it should work, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, so it'll be a screen-based thing like this. But it'll be on this plane. So as you look around on the corners and stuff, it would still show you outside. And then there'll be like some, I don't know, you know, arcane purple, pink, blue, I don't know, almost like barrier edge, and it, you know, kind of gets more solid towards the middle, kind of a gradient. So it's like, why can't I, well, I don't have collision turned on, so it'll be like you'd bump into it and be like, why can't I go out there? And then as you turn around, you'd realize you're in this crazy version of, you don't know necessarily where. So it'll be like bookshelves spinning and floating, maybe some books floating around, some very crazy MC Escher like stairs. I think at some point, like, I want to get it to a perspective and then maybe try to do like the MC Escher like waterfall like style of illusion. And then this whole area is going to be like wrapped in a sphere that maybe has like a star field or something kind of just trippy and illusion-y and makes you be like, whoa, where am I? That type of thing. And then these don't do anything currently. I don't think these ones will ever do anything. I think they're just going to be there to sell the illusion until you turn around and be like, whoa, where am I? So that's the idea. But it might, I mean, it's going to take me a little bit to play around with and get all the tech and stuff behind it working. So until then, you've got this very exciting box room to stand in. Alright, let's keep running around. I want to check this area up down here, because I made it earlier today and have yet to actually run around in it. Cool. Scale's about what I wanted. Nice little, like, half. Well, it's almost a full story, but I'll call it a half story. And then I think there's going to be, like, desks and places to study, reading areas. Cool. I think that works. I might put some bookshelves, like, along this. I don't know if I want to put one along here, just because this isn't centered. And the reason it's not centered is because it would end up being way too steep. So. Hey, Vagrant. How's it going? And then, yeah, maybe one right there. So maybe we'll do that when we come back in. So we need to figure out this, and then we can put a couple more bookshelves around. Actually, let me double check while I'm on here. Let's see if there's any funky lighting going on in this area. What time is it? Set. Their time. Set 7 a.m. I'm just double checking this area because of how I did the top of that. It may cause some weird lighting issues. And I just want to make sure I don't have any weird bands of light shooting around in here at any particular time of the day. Oops. Yep, I'm at PM, not AM. Is there anybody else in the server with me? Tesla's like, what is going on with the light show? Almost done. Cool. So yeah, the lighting's super placeholder in here right now. I'm almost thinking about having some, like, Luna and I have talked about, like, using, like, crystals and stuff for the lighting in the, especially, like, this upper area of, Sagesyde here. I'm thinking about maybe, like, having some, like, floating crystal above these posts that act as kind of the light sources for this area. But yeah, we definitely need to fix this because this is not how I want that to interact. So let's do that. Let's do that right now. Okay. So think what I'm going to try to do is bring this in. Just I want there to be like somewhat of a lip there, but we'll see if I can do this. Okay, so that is lined up. We're gonna cheat this, or try to anyways. And then there is my trusty box volume. Crystal Light Source sounds cool. I'd be curious to the lore around that too. Yeah, we were talking about that. We have some ideas about kind of like why certain areas are lit in certain manners. Let's just try this as a 2x2. Yeah. I think that's far enough in there that you're not going to get snagged accidentally. Okay, so I'm looking on my other screen. It's just easier to see, but this is what I'm looking at is the database. So I'm just trying to find the data for it. For the one that I had previously, which was, you know, very close to this location. So, exposition. Okay, I think this was it. Let me copy. Yeah, that was it. Okay, so that looks good. So I need to make this one here. Update that. And then we need to set this to 2x2. Okay. Move this out of the way. Not that it really matters where it is, because it's not that this box isn't what is actually causing. So the way the volumes work is they're actually spawned in via the database. So I just have this one here, so that I can find the exact dimensions that I want it to be. I can visually see it, and then I can gather the zone location data, and then I can just plug it all into here, so you can see that matches now. So let's test this, and then we can come back and prop the place out a little bit more. Why is my... Ooh. Excuse me. For all you lore nerds, there will be lore leaks now from the loading screen. Okay, so let's up down. Oh, you know what? And yeah, okay, that's good. Cool. So you can now run all the way around this. That is more along the lines of what I wanted it to actually do. Cool. Save it. I already saved. I had to save to get it to go in there. Okay, so that is good. Let's update the stuff. Just gonna snap this to the point of that window. That's not what I want. Yes. Ooh, hold on a second. That's not gonna work. What I need to do also at some point is finish the books, the book material that I was working on as a test. That was like a long time ago. And then other things popped up and I never got around to finishing it. But it would be nice to see how how that idea works or doesn't work. Oh, shoot. Shit, it's like the worst thing I did over a year ago at this point. Yeah, definitely. That was a while ago. It never got finished. I think I transitioned into whatchamacallit at that point. Maybe Wormsbane? And then Wormsbane was I finished Wormsbane, and then we had Ham's district draw out for Night Harbor, and I've been living in Night Harbor pretty much ever since. With small deviations and jumping around inside Night Harbor, but good? No. Okay. Turned out to be way easier than I was making it. Just need to fix that. Oops. Hold on a second. I didn't scale this correctly when I was doing it earlier. Because I was like halfway done and I realized, oh, I had this little nook on that side, but I didn't have it on this side, and that's like, I really want it to be kind of balanced, so built that in over there. Now, it'd be awesome if this just fits over here. Not quite what I wanted, but close enough. Actually, you know what? I will leave it like that. This one, let's go to the edge. The one thing I have to figure out is, like, this part is really straight. And by really straight, I mean it's literally just a straight balcony. So I may, if that's what ends up, if those crystals end up being how I light this area, or like the main visual lighting anyways, I may have to figure out how I want to put some on this straight banister, because right now I've only been putting it at right angles, so I may have to figure out something like that, but we'll see how it looks once we get to that stage. Hey John, how's it going? Okay, let's go up here and close all of the other subscenes because they decided to open back up. I mean, they're always open when I load them, but okay, let's look at tape. And let's drop that in the library. Oops, that is not against the wall. Hey MCP, how's it going? Is YouTube yelling at me? Yes, it is, because somehow I minimized it. Yes, I'm still watching. I want them like that, or if I want them... Oops. That's what I hate about Pro Builder's selecting multiple things. Sometimes it deletes stuff and you don't realize it. Ishratari! 7 months. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. I think I'll do it like that for now. There's definitely a possibility that some of these get removed. Especially, you know, if this ends up being... I mean, a lot of these areas could end up potentially being encounter areas, too. I know this is a class area, but... you could come in here, theoretically, and start beating up stuff. And that could change the placement of some of this stuff if it starts getting in the way. What we need eventually is like some open book models, so I can like plop them down occasionally. Let's grab one of these, and we'll just move it over here. And yeah, gonna need to sort out the held book stuff. Yeah, definitely. Whenever I think of held books in EverQuest, I don't even think of held books. I think of the book that you run over to in Plane of Tranquility and like easily train lockpicking on. I don't know why. That's the first thing I think of. Probably because I'm not naturally a caster, but then I guess the next thing would be like Book of Obulus or something like that. But I just think about training my friend's rogue by like clicking on that. Or no, it wasn't my friend's rogue, it was my rogue. On the Project EQ server. Training lockpicking by clicking that book a bunch of times. Yeah, great skill up location. Yep, definitely. If you've been too lazy to train swimming too, Plane of Tranquility is great. Just hit the W and the D, hits / so you're auto running while looking up, walk away for a little bit, come back, you're a master swimmer. If you didn't know that trick, now you do. But I'm assuming everybody knew that trick at this point. Yeah, I've heard of it, but never played a rogue. Stuff like that is cool. Rogues, my rogues in my I had 2 rogues in my 30 box. I had 2 rogues and 2 berserkers because they were like beastly. But man, the rogues were dumb broken on that server. For how for how much they tried to make the server like legit and keep like jacking up the difficulty to like parse correctly. There's so many mechanics on that server that are broken. Or at least were when I was playing. Because like the rogues somehow, I can't remember, but you had access to poison potions that were like way beyond what you should have access to. So like they were critting like stupid dots and nukes. That, and then you were able to assassinate like basically 1 level below you, and I don't think you were supposed to at that point. So my AA would be just running around playing a fire, and I had 1 rogue with assassinate, the other one I didn't train assassinate on, and so I'd put that 1 rogue in whatever group of NPC or whatever group I wanted to AA on, and then I would just go around C2 and just destroy everything. So all my other ones were all, the rest of my 30 box that wasn't XPing was all just kind of not grouped. And then the one that was grouped was basically the rogue was just one-shotting. It was stupid. But it worked. I mean, you got a ton of AAs that way. Man, I only ever boxed once, and it was on easy server. Running an entire group and gearing them was pretty darn fun. Yeah, I had originally started with 2 characters on that server. And then I quit, and my brother took the shaman and ranger and got them basically like Valius geared, and then I came back and made a group, and then eventually made another group, and then another group. And kept wanting to do more and more stuff, and most people on that server like at least like 3 groups, and I got up to 30. So I had 24 of my own, and then I had leveled up when I was bringing up my group 2 characters to replace the shaman and the ranger. So then I eventually grabbed my brother's group, but when I went back during COVID, I was like, oh, cool, I'll just hop on P99 and finish getting my brother's characters times flagged. But they'd fixed some of the issues on the server and made it more realistic, and I was like, god damn it. And shit was just way more difficult than I was willing to deal with, so I quit again. I mean, I had other stuff going on too, but I was hoping just to be able to hop on and do stuff, but like I think I tried some of the minis in fire, and they just punched my face in because the evasion bug was gone, and my tank that was able to like tank pretty much everything was not able to tank stuff as easily as they used to be able to. He was all Quivik geared and stuff, so he had decent gear, but hey Stoic, how's it going? That's insane. Man, you didn't ever play Eve online. I tried Eve once or twice. I did not get very far. I just didn't have the time to really dive into it. I always thought the idea of Eve was cool. I just never was able to commit to it myself. I'm liking this. Do I want to raise this up higher is the question. Let's see. Glad you didn't, $30 there. Some dude would run an entire fleet of bombers himself. Yeah, I can imagine. I don't like boxing beyond like 2-boxing on like live servers. Especially if I'm paying for it, because I've never really had that much disposable income or that much of luck when it comes to getting chrono. So I'll do like 2-boxing, and I don't run any like MQ2 or Killian's or what is it? I can't remember what they switched to, because Killian stopped updating Killian's MQ2 mod. There's another one, M something, M3, E3. I think it was E3. I could be pulling that out of my ass, but I'm pretty sure it was at E3 or something like that. I got it set up, but I don't like running live server stuff with that. One, it's expensive, and two, I got up to level cap on Ragefire, and then ended up, I don't know if I want to say rage quitting Ragefire, but I got annoyed with all the mage bot armies where people would roll up with like 24 mages and an SK and then just obliterate whatever you were camping and then run off with the loot. That I got so tired of that so quick. So I left. I don't know if I want to eventually do something up here. We'll see. I mean, eventually you will be able to, unless I block this off, you're going to be able to get up here because there's going to be a risen thing here. Because we're not necessarily telling everybody what it is. So it'll just be a thing, and then if you can figure out what it is, you can figure out what it is. But lore-wise, it will not be discussed for a while, is my understanding of the plan. But yeah. Alright, let's save this. It's getting closer to the end of my stream, so I don't really want to dive into the next part, but I'm actually kind of besides getting the enchanter area working more, which is going to take some time, and like I said, I need to play around with some stuff. And it's going to require, some of it, like this material, is going to require me doing some documentation research, so I don't usually do that stuff on stream, because it's kind of boring to watch me struggle through reading documentation, or watching tutorials. But, in theory I should be able to do it. It's not that difficult. Basically, it's just a camera that creates a material that is whatever the camera sees, is essentially what it is. But, so it'd be like right here, seeing everything that's going on out there, which isn't a lot, but it'll give you that screen space, like, ooh, it looks like the world out there, why can't I go there? And then it's different. But instead of jumping into a new spot, let's run around in here a little bit more. And let me get caught up in chat while this is loading. I do in $30, an ISO boxer, and win. Man, Quivik. Yeah, Eve. Quivik was a good example, before I continue reading, of some of the stuff that was broken on that server. Because the goats would AE rampage so often. And the AE rampage was so broken because it was always a max hit. Basically, it was like a guaranteed land, and it always landed for max damage. So I had such a time gearing out those characters until, and I went in everybody with the EP gear on, like like the EP molds and patterns. I had all that on, and then I ended up having to grind out like the Lukeland, Planes of Power, and Gates defensives because they were just getting annihilated. All my melee. Because it was just broken and max hit, and it was annoying as hell. But anyways, back to this. Quivik, yeah, Eve for roleplay side of stuff was crazy cool. Eve was my crack for a long time. Yeah, I've always seen it. I always loved reading like the stories about the battles and stuff that go on in Eve. I just never had the time to really get into it. I died in TZ5 on the, I forget the zone line. It was a crazy, was a good story, crazy world. Yep. It hasn't gotten better. That shit ruined P99 green at launch also. Are you talking about, sorry, I'm so far behind. Are you talking about the bot armies? Because I could believe that. It was all E-Bolt Necros on Aerodune. Really? Looks like a rock. Did you catch the Tony Hawk documentary? I have yet to, I meant to watch that. I was watching his and oh my god, why am I blanking on his name? Ellis. Him and Ellis's podcast for a while, and then it came out, and I haven't caught their podcast like since, and I still haven't watched the documentary. But it looks cool. I'm definitely into catching it at some point. I've just been spending most of my free time has been working on M&M. Or a little bit of gaming here and there. Yeah, it feels nice with those. I could also see like a NPC standing here, or maybe next to it. Mages and everything. It was really well done. The stuff I saw for it, it looked like it was going to be really well done. I just found it, I don't want to say funny, but man, like right after the documentary came out, and if for anybody who doesn't know, the documentary's titled like Tony Hawk Until the Wheels Come Off. He like snapped his femur like clean in two, like within a couple weeks of that. And then he was like on a skateboard again, like rolling around within like 6 weeks, like 4 or 6 weeks, something like that. Yeah, I say he just had another surgery like for like a month ago maybe, because he I think he said he was getting off of a mini ramp and he just stepped weird and it like shifted the bone or something. But I just saw him post an update of the whatchamacallit, the x-ray, and it is starting to like close the gap, so, but it's crazy. Dude's like got like a centimeter gap in his leg and he's like dropping in on a 13-foot vert ramp. Oops. Cool. So I like all this in here. Double check this. I fixed this earlier, but I want to make sure this is actually working. Yeah, it's working again. Okay, cool. So I really do need to finish out Spellbinder's Spire, which I'm remembering the name of now, so yeah, that's a good thing. Maybe I just needed to figure out the name, get it implanted in my head. Pay no attention to all the floating geo that's over there for me to clean up later. Yeah, so that's another, again, I've mentioned it before, even on this stream, like, ideally, when you pop up here, you'll be facing this direction instead of, like, the direction your camera's facing, which is a small problem currently. Cool. So I think that is pretty much everything that I had planned. I'm gonna catch up on chat, and then we'll probably close out the stream before I hop into something new. Let's see. It's really going to, yeah. So now he's walking with cane. Yeah, he's walking with that hawk cane, hawk head, like bonehead cane. That's not, I gotta feel great though. Yeah, I can't imagine. I've never cleanly snapped anything. And I know the femur is supposed to be one of the ones that really, really sucks. Thinking about him being injured while I was watching the doc made me chuckle about some of the things he actually mentioned in it. I'll have to keep that in mind when I finally catch it. I'm not going to spoil it though. I mean, I don't think there's going to be anything that I've never heard him say, or maybe there might be a couple stories here or there, but I'm fairly familiar with a lot of his backstory. But it's always fun seeing commentary from some of the Bones Brigade dudes. I always love listening to Rodney Mullen talk. He's such an interesting dude. And, like, super fucking talented, obviously. Hi, Zug. Unfortunately, I'm going to be heading out. But welcome. For anybody who's new, for everybody who's been watching, thank you for hanging out. For anybody who's new to the project and is not aware of what we're doing, we're making an indie MMORPG called Monsters and Memories. As you can see, it's very classic inspired. So think your late 90s, early 2000s. Think EverQuest, Ultima Online, Asheron's Call, Dark Age Camelot. That era of MMOs is really where we're kind of trying to recapture the feel and you know, have the aesthetic, you know, kind of driven by that, but then updated slightly. But that's kind of what we're doing. That link that I dropped was our website. If you want to go there, check that out. Oops, did it not drop? There we go. That I now dropped. That's our website. Go there. You can learn all about the game. If you have any questions or would just like to hop in and talk with us, we have a Discord. There are lots of people in there. There's like 1,800. Ish or closing in on. It's been a week or so since I've checked. But feel free to hop in there, ask us questions. Just join the community. Like I said, there's a bunch of people in there. We're having all sorts of conversations with about our game, other games in the genre, tabletops, all sorts of different stuff. So hop in. We'd love to see you. If you'd like to stay up to date with the game, that link is our mailing list. We send out updates. There should be one going out tomorrow or very soon. Sometimes we'll send out surveys and stuff like that as well. These are other members of the team that stream, so throw them a follow if you'd like to. We also have a YouTube channel where we put all of our past VODs up there. So if you'd like to get caught up on any of our past VODs, that would be a good place to get started. There's hundreds of hours of all of our different VODs up there. So, plenty of stuff to watch, plenty of content. If you are watching on YouTube, please remember to like and subscribe, comment below, click the bell, all of that fun stuff. The more engagement we get, the more the algorithm will suggest our content to people that are interested in MMOs. Specifically, again, those kind of old school classic MMOs. So all, we try to read all the comments and all that type of stuff. So definitely appreciate it. Thanks again in advance. If you are watching and you would on YouTube and you want to participate in my live chats, there should be a link in the description below to my Twitch channel, Paytus the Ranger. Just click the link and then give a follow to the channel. You'll get a notification whenever I go live. Also on Discord, you can opt into streaming notifications, and then you get a notification when any of us go live. So that's another way. Thank you again to all my subscribers. You guys rock. Always appreciate the support. And I will be back on the... Oh, shoot. You know what? I forgot to hang up my new calendar. I'll be here on Wednesday. I'll just say that. I couldn't remember the date off the top of my head. But anyways, I'll be here Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Monday is my other time, and that's at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think that will hold... I think, if I remember correctly, that holds through my new schedule. I will just be coming from work on Mondays, I think, if I remember correctly. Other than that, guys, great seeing you guys, and I will catch you guys Wednesday. Have a good night. Later.